some of the very safeguards that were created to make this a serious and responsible deliberative body have been abused in a way that damages this institution. In some instances, this abuse also runs contrary to our national interest. Now, this became very clear to me several weeks ago during the nomination and voting on Justice Barbara Keenan. Senator Jim Webb, my colleague, and I had the honor of nominating Virginia Supreme Court Justice Barbara Milano Keenan to the Federal Appeals Court for the Fourth Circuit. She's one of the most highly regarded jurists in Virginia. She received a unanimously well-qualified rating from the ABA. She was reported by the Judiciary Committee unanimously last October. And then her nomination just ground to a halt, first for weeks and then for months. In fact, her nomination was filibustered, if you can call it that. I mean, I recall in school thinking that the filibuster was something that was only going to be used in rare occasions of issues of national concern to make sure that minority rights were protected. Well, Justice Keenan was filibustered, in effect, because one senator placed a hold on her. Funny thing happened in this cloture, though. When we finally forced the vote, both on the cloture and the nomination, she was confirmed unanimously. Filibustering a nominee who gets a unanimous vote, something's not right with that. That's not the way this body is supposed to work. But one of the things that has united us in all coming here this morning is that the nominations process is broken. And we are asking all of our colleagues, Republicans and Democrats, to come together, not as partisans, but as Americans. In the last 4 presidential terms, there have been 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans holding the White House. I'm confident that we'd be here regardless of who occupies the White House, because a president deserves his or her management team 14 months after inauguration to be in place. And if there are problems with their nominees, they ought to be debated and brought to the floor and discussed, not simply left in this limbo. We need to start doing our job and start voting up or down on these nominees that are languishing on the Senate calendar.